The best has returned, better than ever. The question remains, how do you beat this man? Alex Palou makes it back-to-back wins on the streets of St. Pete.
We're so back!
The opening round for the 2026 NTT INDYCAR Series has been and gone here on the streets of St. Pete, and what a race we were treated to. Scott McLaughlin for Penske started from pole, and alongside him was Andretti's Marcus Ericsson, bouncing back from a very difficult 2025 season. The second row was comprised of rookie Dennis Hauger and four-time champion Alex Palou. McLaughlin led the early running from Marcus Ericsson, but with new tyre rules brought in for this season, every driver had to run 2 sets of the soft and at least 1 set of the hards. And it was how close those tyre compounds were and the decision of when to pit and whether to choose the undercut or the overcut that ultimately decided the race today. Through it all though, one man held his nerve and one man found his way to the front thanks to some deft driving and brilliant strategy. And that man, once again, was Alex Palou, who won for the second year in a row. But while last year owed as much to other teams or other drivers making mistakes, this year it was all about Alex Palou doing everything right. He led for almost 60% of the race, 59 laps of the 100 in total. It was an utterly crushing and dominant performance. Scott McLaughlin fought back through the field to finish second, and Christian Lundgaard for McLaren battled his way through the field to finish a magnificent third. Each one of the three drivers incredibly happy with their day here in St. Petersburg. As for rookie Dennis Hauger, he managed to come home with a top 10 finish and a brilliant result for him with much promise for the future. And as he celebrates on the podium, drinks a champagne and takes the photographs, why don't we head up and have a word with him. Alex Palou with the repeat on the streets of St. Pete. How do you do it?
Great team, man. Honestly, today was incredible. The way I felt when I started, when the green flag went down, I braked into turn one, like I could feel like the car was going to be good. I didn't know what our tire strategy was going to be like. I was suffering at the end with the primaries. I didn't know if that was going to be the good choice or not. But yeah, once again, this team has done it. We're back. INDYCAR is back, and couldn't be happier today.
You say you were struggling at the end. It was the biggest winning margin in history at this circuit. Over the winter, everyone has been redoubling their efforts, trying to figure out how to beat you, and then they come back and you lead 59 laps and win by the biggest margin in history. How much better do you feel this year coming into the championship to 12 months ago?
I feel good. I feel really good. Honestly, I feel like this weekend was better than 2025. Our performance during the race as well. I meant struggling with the tires. As soon as I came out and I knew everybody else was on the soft tire, I was like, man, I don't know how this is going to be. I knew that Kirku was like 5 seconds back, so I thought that we were going to have a fight at the end. But honestly, I feel like the car this weekend has been the best. I told you this morning that it was, although we didn't get the pole yesterday, it was the best qualifying that we ever had and that I ever had. So I was already happy.
We know that you traditionally, on this circuit at least, you like to bide your time, you like to wait, track clears ahead of you, you pump in the laps and you pit. Now that's all well and good, but you need to have saved enough fuel during that time that you can actually not just make it more laps than other people, but push on those laps coming in. Again, the question, how do you do it?
Honestly, I was surprised when they started saving so much fuel. Like I think the 3 and the 28, they just started saving a lot of fuel. I was on better tires, so I was able to save even more fuel than them. So I was like, all right, it's gonna happen. So I was praying for the yellow to not come out, because otherwise, if there's a yellow and you're pushing, that's it, game over. But yeah, everything worked so well. I think the advantage of having softs at the beginning, that's why I was able to push those 2-3 extra laps to get the lead, and it was a lot calmer from there.
I know at the end of last season you said you never could have expected last year to go as well as it did. Could you have expected to start this season off as well as you have?
No, absolutely not. And I'm not lying, like it's true. Like man, it's incredible. It's incredible what this team is able to bring once again. Like, this is not the same car I had last year. this is different. And it's different because these engineers and mechanics have been trying to make it a little bit better because we know everybody else is pushing more. So I am always like, I never know if we're going to be good enough. And that's what we feel. But it's working. It's really good. We need to celebrate a little bit tonight, but then focus on Phoenix because that's going to be another animal.
Absolutely. We'll touch on Phoenix in a moment, but what goes through your mind over those last 10 or so laps when you have that big a gap? Are you chilled? Are you relaxed? The guys in the booth were saying maybe he's thinking about Phoenix, maybe he's thinking about having ice cream. Like, or are you still in that absolutely clear, focused point of zero mistakes, bring it home, keep pushing to the end?
Yeah, I wanted to push. I felt like as soon as I was saving a little bit on those primaries, I was struggling more on grip. And you know, if you're struggling a little bit on those bumps, it just takes a small mistake for a corner to go off. So yeah, I was just focused, honestly. Until the last 3 laps that Barry said, hey, 3 laps, you have some traffic, take it easy. I was like, okay, now I can take it easy. But until then, we had to push, we had to keep that gap. And sometimes in racing, man, especially street course, it's better to keep on pushing than just relax and think on ice cream. But once I crossed the start-finish line, I started thinking on the ice cream that I'm gonna get.
Now, somewhere we are going to need ice cream. Phoenix, going to be hot on the oval. Who are you looking out for on that weekend? Who do you think is going to be strong, other than yourself, of course?
Dude, I think a lot of people. I think we saw Carpenter 1-2 there, not only in qualifying or 1 lap. We saw them throughout the test. All the Penske's are really fast. I think the 3 this year is really, really strong on qualifying, on ovals, on street courses, everywhere. I think they're going to be really strong. And then there's always people that you don't expect or maybe you don't have on the radar that is there. So we're going to focus on the 10 car. We struggled a little bit there at the test. We looked better on the paper than we really felt, but hopefully we're better when we come back.
Last year I dubbed you Mr. Perfect. I think after this performance we might need to dub you the Demolition Man. Quite the performance to open the season. Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much, man.